infrastructure development and thought process development of the and the policy making process of the Banaras Hindu University for better establishment of innovation, entrepreneurship, and startup ecosystem. So first of all, I welcome Professor P.V. Rajiv sir. Rajiv sir, Rakesh sir is not here due to the Honorable Prime Minister visit because he is also as a overall in charge of the guest house. And Professor P.V. Krishna sir, hopefully within join within 5 to 10 minutes, he is in the meeting. So now I am requesting you to please elaborate, because it's a look like a discussion. Students also may interact with the any party, any our speaker, respective speaker, any point. And I'm just asking to the Rajiv sir, if possible, please explore Atal Incubation Center related achievements thing and process behind that. With this, maybe students will benefited in future for to start their own entrepreneur or own startup. And I will explore more thing related thing about the innovation related things. And Kamlesh sir will be elaborate more things related with as an innovation ambassador and prototype development because he is the one of the core committee member who already got patent near about 1 year back from Design Innovation Center BHU, and he is the core committee member of that. So I'm requesting Professor Rajiv sir, please start your session.
Yeah. Thank you, Dr. Manish Arora, and I welcome all the participants in this particular session. I'm happy to be a part of this design innovation program as the coordinator of Atal Incubation Center. First of all, my only request to all the participants who are new, young, energetic mind is to do anything, you should always dream about certain things which are unthinkable. So only then you can achieve something which is practically possible, and then go into the uh, section of making a prototype and then testing it and doing the marketing and other challenges which is coming up over there. So think about the unthinkable. That is my first mantra for becoming an entrepreneur or an innovator. And once that is done, you come up with an idea. We at Atal Incubation Center, we provide you with mentors from different areas. So they'll be able to help you in organizing things in a manner which is practically possible. And once things are put in place, uh, then the next step would be to work on it and make a prototype and other things. So we will be there. We'll be allotting a separate mentor for each and every innovator or an entrepreneur to be, and they'll be in connection with each other 24/7. And along with that, we also have a professor in charge for each and every student. So you will be allotted with two persons. One is a mentor, and the other one is a professor who is an expert in the field of your study, so that you can work out your ideas and come up with a model. So we start with the ideation process, and once the ideation process is completed and your mentorship is going through, we have around 16 sessions, which is spread across different areas of product development and up to the marketing stage, and to a stage where you can stand on your own legs. So we have around 16 sessions in the initial period of your journey, which will help you to understand what finance is, what HR is, what operations management is, so that you can have the basics of the management skills which is required for taking up an entrepreneur or an organization towards success. So once these sessions are over, then After that, you would be put into a pre-incubation stage where we would help you in making your prototype with the different facilities and labs which is being set up at AIC BHU. So which is probably likely to become functional in the next 2 to 3 months. So all the equipments are on order, and we have uh, uh, we have 3D printers. We have many other labs, the computer labs for specialized softwares and other things. So all these things are available at your end. Uh, the focus area on which AIC is initially going through is social entrepreneurship, with major focus on health tech, clean tech, then agri-tech. So like that, we have divided the focus area for each year, so that we can have entrepreneurs in these areas who can be part of a cohort, and each cohort can go through the whole process and come out with success. So team building is another process which happens through the journey. So what happens is you may have a small idea while you are in a pre-incubation stage. Another person may have some idea which is slightly related to your idea. So we have an opportunity to team you up so that you can form a team of your own, or you can form a team when you are a part of the pre-incubation process. So once the team is formed, then we would be asking you to go in for registration of company as per law. So that again, we are going to help you out in making you understand how a company has to be formed, what are the legal formalities which has to be taken up, and we'll help you in all those process in filing the document and getting the firm registered. So this is one aspect of it in the whole thing. The second important aspect which comes through the process is uh, like you may have an idea which is unique, which you feel that it should be patented and other things. So we do have facilities for taking up the patent and other things. So as a Design Innovation Center is one of the important part of our journey. They also are available for you to help you in filing the patent. Along with that, AIC also has the process of helping you in filing the patent. And we are almost on the verge of signing the MOU so that the patent filing can be done without any charge. So because one of the important aspects which normally any entrepreneur or innovator faces is the high charges which is linked to filing a patent and other things. And uh, most probably they do not know how to proceed in the right direction. So we do that both in DIC as well as AIC helps you in filing the patent and getting the patent done. So this is not the end of the journey. Once the patent is being done, it should not be redundant. It should be usable in the market. So for that purpose, again, it can be done in two ways. One, the individual can uh, take on the patent, make the product, and sell it on its own. This is one way of doing it. Second is we help in identifying partners who are ready to take up your idea or the patent, purchase your patent, so that the technology transfer takes place, and after that the whole process of uh, the prototype building and other things take place. So it could be a joint venture, or it could be an individual effort, or it could be a total technology transfer. So any of these three things is possible. We help out in all the aspects. One of the problem right now, which almost all AIC or DIC is facing, is with regard to the seed fund because of the pandemic condition which we are facing. But still, even during this stage, we are trying our best to help our incubators with uh, identifying the right agencies who are ready to put in their money into your business. So we have angel investors, list of angel investors who normally visit our organization, or we have certain government agencies through which we can get the fund for. Apart from that, we have also certain fund for your day-to-day activities, which is given by UP government. So that is also there. So uh, with that, you can be a little bit tension-free as to how to run the daily routine and other things. You forget about that. You work on your idea, come out with the best prototype which is possible, and once all these things are done, then we go to the next stage of commercializing the whole thing, all the licenses and other things which is required for commercializing your product. We are there to help you out. Your mentors are there. Your the whole the product, and we help you reach a stage where you feel you are confident that you can stand on your own. Till that stage, we are there to help you out with all the lab facilities, Fab Lab, IoT facilities, and the design facility which is available at AIC. So all of you are welcome at any stage. We have just set up a solar lab. The other instruments are on the way. So probably within the next 1 or 2 months, the whole process would be completed. So anytime you can visit our place, take a look at the uh, facilities which is available, get encouraged, and you dream about certain things which is practically possible. Come up with your dream as an idea, and we are there to help you to reach your goal. With that, I think I'll just stop. If you want me to continue, Manishi, I'll continue.
Yes, sir. If elaborate more related things, if possible, then some type of some examples for which type of ventures you have it right now, maybe the startup and entrepreneurs from BHU and from outside BHU. If
Yeah,
both have any comparison, then it will help to the student how to get it.
right. So like we have around 36 incubators with us right now, and it is in the area of education technology, and it's in the area of clean energy, in the area of in the space of uh, like OYO, you have something called a hostel.in, you have incubators like that. Then we have incubators who are working on solar technology for again clean tech aspect, which we have got acceptance from BHU authorities to be uh, put up in hospital. So we have certain equipments like uh, burning the PP kits uh, during COVID time. So in 60 seconds, the whole thing will be burnt, and it only the charcoal will be coming out. So such incubators are there. So we are happy that we'll be putting a prototype of it at the hospital, and uh, uh, let's see how things are being managed over there. So based on that, the management of BHU has helped us, has promised us that they would be taking it to the next level by using the same technology in ladies hostels, which is there are around 17 ladies hostels within BHU. So and the sanitary napkins and other things can be, so any eco waste which is available, which is there, uh, it can be burnt within 60 seconds, and no pollution is there. So all the checks has been done. We have got licenses from all the concerned agencies. So this is one important thing which is there. The second product which is there is available in the Mastel 64 slice uh, thing in hospital, in Sundarlal Hospital. So we have a UV cabinet where the files and other papers, laptops, all these things can be disinfected within 3 minutes. And this is, as a prototype, it has been put up in the 64 slice uh, facility which is available in Sundarlal Hospital. So that's also under run. And the next thing is we have a MOU signed with one of our incubators that is mainly working on learning management system. So during the pandemic times, all the lectures are going online, including this particular program which is going online. So this particular company is likely to help the teachers as well as students to link with each other with all their lectures and all the things put up in animated form. So all these facilities would be provided. So the MOU is final with BHU, and we are working with the computer center so that they can allocate the facilities which is available for running this particular courses. So it's open to all the departments in BHU. Apart from this, we have another incubator who is working on health tech, uh, who mainly it is concentrating on rural areas where they have a small machine. It is of the size of a small dongle, which can test your blood pressure, your sugar level, and all the body mechanism to see how healthy you are. And that is also working out very well in Western UP. And hopefully they are launching it at all India level now, because they have already tested their product and it is working fine. We have facilities like hostel.in, where students who are coming from other areas, they find it difficult to find a place to live in a new city. So just like OYO, they are helping out students to identify uh, places where you can stay uh, at a cost which is bearable by a student without charging anything from the student. It's done free of cost. Only the cost which comes to the student will be the rent they are going to pay or anything of that sort. So that's another important thing which we have incubated. We have one more in clean energy, which tests the purity of petroleum products, which has already got patented, and we are in the process of technology transfer. And I'm happy to tell the participants that this particular product has been made by a 9th standard student in Kendriya Vidyalaya. So age is not a bar. Only thing is how you think different from others is the most important criteria. So these are some of the highlights of the products which is available at international level. We have already won around 9 uh, best product awards, innovative product awards. It's through different governments, Israel government, then we have from Singapore, then Indian government, different ministries have also given the innovator prizes to these companies. So this is a small introduction about the incubation facilities which is working on in AIC MFIA right now. Yes, Manishi.
Thank you. Thank you very much,
Thank
sir.
you. Thank you.
Hopefully, participants will get benefited for all these facilities and maybe benefited. Participants, if you have any questions from that, Gaurav, Kavipriya, Piyush, anyone have any questions for that regarding any questions asked on the side of Atal Incubation Center? Sarah, Duskar, participants? Gaurav?
No, sir.
Okay, no problem there. Thank you, respected Professor P.V. Rajesh sir.
Thank you, sir. Thank you.
Rajesh sir is the coordinator and brain behind the Atal Incubation Center establishment in Banaras Hindu University. Working from maybe near about 2014-15, but it started from 2017, inaugurated by Honorable Prime Minister Pradhan Mantri Modi ji. And he is working. His center is working remarkably, and this program is also associated with Atal Incubation Center. And thank you, P.V. Rajesh sir, for your valuable cooperation.
Thank you, sir. And I'm really happy that you've organized a program like this during a time which most of the persons will be thinking it is not possible.
Everything is possible, sir, with your blessings and support of dear students.
Yes, sir.
Thank you. Thank you. With us, Dr. Kamlesh Manohar Palunkar, sir. Sir, welcome. If possible, please open your video and mute yourself. Please, sir. Wait a moment, participant. Sir will be sign on soon. Kamlesh, sir, can you hear me? Yeah, your video is here.
Yeah.
If
Sorry.
you don't, if we, no problem. That if you have any issue with the internet, then please not open your video. Or you may your audio is okay. If you are available easily, then I will start the session.
Hello.
Okay, you are audible. Yeah.
Okay.
Very good afternoon, sir. Hopefully you are in the
good afternoon
chamber or maybe the hospital. Yeah.
Yes, sir. I am currently undergoing one fellowship for genetics at Medical College, and
Oh wow, that's great.
yeah. So this meeting being virtual, so I am able to connect with all of you.
No problem. That I am requesting you,
sir.
you off your video because of the some type of network issue. Please off your video, and audio is good for that.
Okay. My video is not on, sir.
No, right now everything is okay. If this type of networking is there, then it's okay. Good. Yeah, sir, everything is okay. Okay. Now I am welcoming Dr. Kamlesh Manohar Palunkar, sir, Associate Professor, Department of Biochemistry, Institute of Medical Sciences, Banaras Hindu University, and a core committee, Design Innovation Center, Banaras Hindu University, and a mentor for too many students related with the project prototypes and other thing and idea generation. Sir is the lead and key member for development of prototype related things, and he is the first faculty member in between the committee members of Design Innovation Center who got the IPR. Then I am welcoming Dr. Kamlesh Manohar Palunkar, sir, and requesting to him please explain their journey in relation with the innovation inputs and why it is important as an academician and as a student also, and what are the challenges you faced during your prototype making, and motivate to the students how they will come and they elaborate some new product and try to get registered on IPR. Welcome.
First. Okay. Thank you, sir. Thank you, all of you. First of all, I would like to elaborate some important points for all the innovators here, because it is very important to innovate and importantly to shape your ideas. And that's why the importance of prototyping is there, because most of us have an idea, but that gets lost during the flow of time, and then at some point or the some other person might have the same type of idea or similar type of idea, and then you remain with the grudge that I didn't actually couldn't finalize my idea and couldn't say profit upon it. So it is for your profit as an innovator and also the profit of humanity as a whole, so that you can have a good prototype. Now, first of all, there are three important things. One is ideation, second is experimentation, and third one is prototype formation. So whenever you are having an idea, it may or may not work in the physical world. So because there are some technologies or the current technology might not be able to help your idea, or it may not be feasible at all. So how to do that is the second part, where we go with the experimentation. So first, when you have ideation, it is very important that all of the innovators should have in mind that they should write it down, because writing down every day, every of your idea makes a perfect sense whenever, because you may have a good idea, but then it gets lost. So first is documentation or writing it down. Then comes to experimentation. So experimentation can be done in different forms. For example, as a medical science person, we can experiment directly on many things where as a student you may not be able to do it. But there are different ways to do it. For example, right now there are different type of simulations. So those will help you out. Then if you are having a very different design, then this CAD/CAM technology, which means computer assisted designing and computer assisted mechanizing, I think those all of those are there with our Banaras Hindu University, and the Atal Incubation Center also might be having. So those you can have. Then also is the 3D printing technology, which is very good for modeling different things, because if you don't want to go for a full scale model, then you can go for a small scale model and see whether it is having any difference or not. Then after you do start experimentation, simultaneously, I will definitely suggest all of you to search for the similar product in the internet. Because what happens that whenever you are going for a IPR, you might find that the similar type of patents are there all over the world. And this is the time where you feel that, "Arey, main to itna sara mehnat kar liya," and then it didn't get many fruits because the idea is already patented or somebody already done it. So what I should do, that I should simultaneously search for patents. Now there are different databases where you can search for patent. One is Google Patents, where you can search for a number of patents. Then second type of thing is US patent database, European patent database. So all the patents you can actually search in all these patents, and then what it will help you out. It will help you out in either saying that, okay, now my idea is already being utilized, or you can build up upon the existing patent. For example, if there is someone is already worked upon your idea, then you might have a different modification on the particular product. So that is also a patentable idea, and that is a very important thing for all the innovators that they should do. Once they start, doing all this research, then most of the patents also have different type of idea that you can understand that, okay, they have used this particular type of schematics, so I can use upon that. So this is very important and good thing. Then start experimentation. Once okay, different from others also, it is having a different type of advantage. So this has to be proved. So whenever you are going for IPR, there is one important thing is known as examination. Examination means whatever claims you are doing, you have to prove that, and documentation is very important. So whenever you do any type of experiment or do any type of prototyping, then you should document everything, each and every day. Okay, on this particular date, we did this experiment, and we got this particular result. So whenever you are going for this IPR, this particular will come in handy, because see, once you do for the prototyping, then you have to go for patenting and everything. So whenever you are going for data, so documentation of the data also is very important, because then it will give you an edge कि जब भी आप examination के जाएंगे, then you will be very ready. ठीक है? और once you go for this whole say, and now you are, once you are convinced कि okay, मेरा जो product है, it is very different, it is working really fine. The first thing you should do, hello, am I audible?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. You are audible.
Okay.
Audible. I'm
Yeah,
requesting you, please, sir, off your video. Maybe it will help to connect better.
Okay, sir. Okay. Hello. Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. You are audible. Audible, sir.
Okay, okay. So once you go for the attorney, it is very important, because see, the patent is a legal document. Most of us don't understand this fact. Because patent is a legal document, it has to define all the terms and conditions, just like you are registering for a particular said property. So that property has to be defined. Okay. So आपके जितना भी claims है, whatever claims that you have in patent, those have to be defined. If you don't define the terms in the patent, then your patent may get lost. Okay, and now you are a small innovator, but you might be facing competition with different type of multinationals. So only these legal terms and conditions, only these wordings and documentation will help you out in the patenting form. So the legal terms, which that, because you might be having very good scientific acumen, okay, but it is always better to hire a good attorney which will make those scientific terms into statements or claims which will be patented. Because you might have a process patent, you might have a product patent. Okay, there are two different things. One is process patent, one is product patent. If you have either of those, then those should be having very much important legal constraints. जो भी उसके legal limitations है, वो सारे उसमें आने चाहिए. All that should be there, so that your prototype and everything should be patented very nicely. And that is a very important thing. Once you do that, okay, once you apply for the patent, okay, you might not have a finished product. That is all okay. Okay, जैसे बहुत most of us have an idea कि भाई I will finish my product and then I will go for patenting. Don't do that. Don't ever do that. Once you have a very good experimental database, then go for patenting. Don't waste your time for finalization. Because in India, you might be surprised to know that once you file for the patent, then it takes almost 1.5 years, where what they call as cooling down period, where they don't call you for examination. And by that time, they only do the local and global search for patent, that whether similar type of patent is there or not. So that time you take to finalize your product, to shape your product, to finalize your data, all those things, 1.5 years is a very big time. So definitely you can go for, once you have a solid data, you can go for finalizing your product and finalizing your patent. So that time you can already utilize. Okay. Once you do that, then that examination part will come. Okay. So that there is an expert committee which goes for this examination, and then they will ask you to prove all the claims that you made, and that is the thing. Now, for this particular thing also, there are many commercial help also available. Now, as a part of DIC, Manish sir will elaborate to that. We have different organizations, different IITs, also Institute of Designing Delhi. So these are all part of the DIC network. And as an innovator, you can definitely take help from all this network where people are there. So you can take their help and make your products more refined. Because see, some of you might be needing this plastic molding technology, और some of you might be needing metal technology. आपको कोई इंस्ट्रूमेंट बनाना है तो उसके लिए आपको इलेक्ट्रॉनिक सेंसर्स के लिए जरूरत पड़ेगा. तो ये सारा as a team definitely can help you out in this part. We can make your collaborations. We can help. We can direct you to a particular person or someone from BHU who can really help you out in your particular product, because you have to understand that research is not a lone journey. It's a collaborative effort, and definitely we can help you out in that. So that is a very good part where which the DIC and MIC can help you out with. So to find a good and well-groomed collaborators who can help you out your things and product. तो जब भी हम प्रोटोटाइपिंग करेंगे तो उसमें दो टाइप्स आता है. पहला आएगा एस्थेटिक्स और दूसरा आएगा फंक्शनैलिटी. तो दोनों चीज को हमको ध्यान, ठीक है, क्योंकि जब भी हम एस्थेटिक्स और फंक्शनैलिटी की बात करेंगे तो after you make a product, you make a prototype, it should be looking good and also it should be having good functionality. ये दोनों चीज आपको करना पड़ेगा. तो अगर आपका प्रोडक्ट लुक वाइज अच्छा नहीं है और काम अच्छे से करता है तो इट माइट बी ओके, बट अगर वो काम अच्छे से, फंक्शन इज द प्रायोरिटी एंड एस्थेटिक इज सेकेंडरी. बट यस, यू हैव टू मेक योर statement very clear so that yes, what is, and then what is the utility of your product, and also you should compare your product with the जो भी prototype आप बनाएंगे, you have to compare it with the existing products, that yes, my particular product has this particular edge. You should have a comparison sheet made, and also so that whenever after your prototype is ready, it should be sellable. Okay, you might sell it yourself, or you may collaborate with your different companies who are different technology companies are there who are able to market your products. So it should be sellable. So, and also you should define the USP of the product, unique selling point of your product, that yes, this is the USP of my product, this is the prototyping I will make. Prototyping is a very important thing, and first, so all these points you have to make during prototyping and initialization of your things. So, and after that, definitely is a different journey. So that is a part of Atal Incubation Center, and this part, so where you can actually start your journey. And funding part, I just wanted to tell you that for other things I don't know, but for biological part, CSIR and BIRAC are two important funding agencies which actually fund you from the prototyping phase itself. Okay, so there are different schemes of BIRAC. One is big scheme, one is there are different schemes, and they fund from right from say 50,000 and up to 2 crores. Okay, so this BIRAC funding and CSIR fundings are very important for all the innovators to know. They have different rounds. They almost have 6 monthly rounds, and they have priority areas. You can definitely check on BIRAC and the CSIR websites so that you can understand the pros and cons, their legalities, so that you can actually apply for certain funding, so that whenever as an innovator, as a student, you might not be having this much amount of say money backup, but these agencies, if they find your, so that is why initially you can have a prototype, and once you have prototype, your claim becomes very, very strong, so that all these agencies are able to fund you out. Okay, so they have rounds of funding, and that is why, as I told you, documentation, data is very important at the initial phase, so that once you go for the funding rounds, then they can help you out. They also have a mechanism to make you say accessible to industry, where they get you collaborators from industry who can actually make and sell your products. So this BIRAC and CSIR fundings, you should take into account whenever you are having product from biology or technology. So these are very important parts. So all this is from me, sir. I hope this has made some of things easy for you.
Yeah. Thank you, sir. But I need some more input from your side. As an academician, what are the challenges you face during this thing, and how the students of the Banaras Hindu University right now in this pandemic situation also, how they
Yes.
motivate themselves to come in a front as a leader and to start this type of extra initiative besides the regular study work. If you elaborate
Yeah.
something about that, then it will help to the participants.
Okay, sure, sir. First of all, BHU is a very good place to start for all these innovation things, because we have a very multifaceted faculty. Okay, now right from physics, chemistry, zoology, botany, to medical sciences, dental sciences, and IIT. And all the arts and commerce. So all those faculties are there. So if you want to start any experiments, so already there are established labs almost in every area of science, which you actually can demand. Okay, and 3D right from 3D printing technology to cell culture to antibiotic resistance, जो भी आपको करना है, तो लगभग सारा चीज आपको बनारस हिंदू यूनिवर्सिटी में अवेलेबल है. ये सबसे अच्छा पार्ट है इसका. जैसे फिजिक्स में बहुत अच्छा लेजर लैब है, बहुत सारे लोगों को पता नहीं होगा. ऑलमोस्ट वर्ल्ड क्वालिटी लेजर लैब इज देयर इन द डिपार्टमेंट ऑफ फिजिक्स. और दूसरा जैसे केमिस्ट्री डिपार्टमेंट है, उनके पास एक अपना बहुत सारा केमिकल प्यूरिफिकेशन टेक्नोलॉजीज है, जो कि बहुत सारे लोगों को पता नहीं होगा. जूलॉजी में सेल कल्चर बहुत अच्छे से हो रहा है. मॉलिक्यूलर बायोलॉजी टेक्निक्स काफी अच्छे से अब हमारे यहाँ अवेलेबल है. हमारे पास ISLS है, जिसमें बहुत सारा मॉलिक्यूलर बायोलॉजी टेक्निक्स और इम्यूनोलॉजिकल टेक्निक्स के लिए लैब्स अवेलेबल है. वैसे ही IIT BHU में कैरेक्टराइजेशन, जो केमिकल कैरेक्टराइजेशन है, उसके लिए बहुत सारे लैब्स अवेलेबल है. 3D प्रिंटिंग लैब्स अवेलेबल है. और बहुत सारे एक वहाँ पे एक सेंट्रल इंस्ट्रूमेंटेशन फैसिलिटी है जो IIT BHU में है, वो जिसमें बहुत सारे साइंटिफिक एक्सपेरिमेंट्स और वैलिडेशन एक्सपेरिमेंट्स हम लोग कर सकते हैं. तो और जैसे आपको कोई पेशेंट रिलेटेड ये चाहिए, अगर आपका कोई एक्सपेरिमेंट है, तो हमारे पास लगभग बहुत सारे हेल्थ रिलेटेड, तो आप सोच नहीं सकते इतने सारे पेशेंट्स हमारे पास अवेलेबल है, जो कि whom you can help you out with your prototypes and innovations. तो डेफिनेटली जैसे जो भी फैसेट आप देखना चाहेंगे, तो वहाँ पे हमारे ये सारे चीजें अवेलेबल है. और जरूरत ये है कि ये सारे चीजों को लिंक करने वाला कोई आइडिया बच्चे लेके आए और उसको फिर आगे बढ़ाए. तो उसके बाद once you are part of now BHU has this entrepreneurship policy also, and secondly it has now started giving funding for the patents. So these are the two things which has improved upon after I joined BHU. तो ये भी अभी काफी अच्छा हो गया है. So now if you are BHU, once you are using the facility of BHU becomes a part of your patent. It facilitates the patenting part. तो ये बहुत अच्छी बात है हमारे लिए. तो जैसे अभी सर ने भी कहा कि अटल इंक्यूबेशन सेंटर में भी पेटेंटिंग के लिए हेल्प आउट आपको मिल जाएगा. ठीक है, तो वो भी बहुत अच्छा पार्ट है. एंड दूसरा ये है कि जैसे हम लोग शुरू करते हैं, तो हमको देयर आर सम लीगलिटीज which we face as a part of BHU, because there is a legal thing. You have to have a name of BHU in the patent. तो ये सब बातें आती हैं. ठीक है, पर ये बातें सर हर इंस्टीट्यूशन में होंगी. ठीक है, there is no big part problem in that. And DIC and MIC are definitely there to help out students in different aspect that as they can go for. तो ये सारा चीज है सर. तो बहुत सारे फैसिलिटीज है जो लगभग यानी आप पूरे भारत भर में खोजेंगे और आपको पता चला कि अल्टीमेटली तो BHU में था. तो ये बहुत सारा चीज ऐसा है जो हमको इसका यूटिलाइजेशन करना चाहिए, बच्चों को भी करना चाहिए, so that they can get benefit into that.
Thank you, Kamlesh sir. Thank you again, Kamlesh sir and Rajiv sir, on behalf of MIC. मैं आप सबको ये बताना चाहूंगा कि जैसा राजीव सर ने कहा, कमलेश सर ने कहा, और सबसे पहले माफी चाहूंगा, हमारे साथ अच्छा कृष्णा सर भी जुड़ चुके हैं, जो कृष्णा सर, यू आर ऑडिबल?
Yes, I can hear you,
Okay,
Manish
okay.
ji.
वेलकम सर। मैं चाहूंगा कि आप भी बच्चों को अगर थोड़ा सा समय दे के कुछ बातें कर सकें। Then with us now, sir, is it possible right now?
Yeah, okay. Thank you for giving me this opportunity, Manish ji. I'm sorry
Sir,
for
just a moment, sir.
connecting
I
you.
will introduce to you on the forum.
Okay.
Very good afternoon, Professor S. Sri Krishna. Sir is a professor in biochemistry and Department of Institute of Science, CHU, and sir is also the Ministry of Education Innovation Cell Institution Innovation Council Chairman of the overall this committee and formation, and sir is also the Vice Chairman of National Innovation Startup Policy for Teacher and Faculty members of BHU, and also as a core committee member of Design Innovation Center BHU. तो सर का बहुत सारा सहयोग और आशीर्वाद हम लोग के साथ लगा रहा है, जिसके कारण हम लोग यहाँ तक पहुँच पाए हैं। तो आई विल रिक्वेस्ट टू प्रोफेसर श्री कृष्णा सर, प्लीज एलोबरेट समथिंग अबाउट innovation related things and the ecosystem whatever we are doing on the BHU. It will support and help to the students for this wonderful program. Welcome, sir.
Okay. Thank you, Dr. Manish, for a nice introduction. I'm sorry for getting late in connecting with you. I think Rajiv must have initiated and I joined while Kamlesh was addressing you. Glad to see you all and welcome to this workshop. Manish ji, how many participants are there in this workshop and what is the level of their participation?
Right now near about 10 to 15 participants are there, but this channel is also moved to the YouTube. And right now, session is important for the recording. Because of that, lots of examinations are also running. So students have a convenience to see the video after that also. And students from overall BHU and affiliated colleges also.
Okay, very good. So like before going to talk anything, I think it's better if I have some idea about the participants who are connected with us right now. What is the level of their innovation and where they reached up to? Does any one of these participants have gone up to prototype level, or most of you are at ideation level? Can anybody answer?
Participants, please respond.
I hope I'm audible.
Yeah, you are audible.
Yeah. Like I just wanted to know how many of you are at, say, at the initial stage, like ideation stage.
Gaurav, if possible, please tell.
Hello, sir.
Please, Gaurav.
Yes, sir. Hello, everyone. I'm Gaurav Mishra. I'm the founder of Kula Bazaar. We are mainly working on waste management solution. I'm so sorry, sir. Actually, which was disturbance, sir?
No problem. आप बोलो.
No problem. बताइए.
बेसिकली मैं बता देता हूँ, ये बच्चा हमारे यहाँ का ही है, मतलब विजुअल आर्ट फैकल्टी का है और पिछले 2-3 साल से काफी अच्छा काम कर रहा है। इसका इनिशिएटिव बेसिकली वेस्ट मैनेजमेंट सिस्टम को लेकर आया और इसके जो अपना सेटअप बनाया, स्टार्टअप बनाया, उसका नाम कूड़ा बाजार है। तो 3-4 जगह रिकॉग्निशन भी मिली हुई है। तो इस तरीके का है जो अभी कुछ कर रहा है, और कुछ तो सर अभी इसमें बिल्कुल नए हैं जो आ रहे हैं और सीखने का प्रयास कर रहे हैं कि हम कैसे कामों को करें।
Okay, very good, very good. Actually, first of all, no, whoever is getting into this platform, they should know about what is innovation and entrepreneurship. Actually, you need to first understand the basics of that, so that you can come up with a good idea, because idea development is very, very important. Okay, even though it is a basic thing to begin with for any startups or any innovations. Because your ultimate aim is to achieve the technology transfer. Okay, So whatever problems you are going to take up, those problems will sustain throughout this entire exercise till you go up to the technology transfer, which should be viable further. Okay, so ideation is important, and to get a good idea generated, you need to understand the problem first. Okay, so right now we are in a university system, and you are associated with BHU or maybe IIT, or somebody is from outside also connected through this. But all of you should actually first find out the problems associated with our society, okay, nearby. For example, we are now passing through COVID pandemic, and before pandemic, I think none of you are really knew about all these medical issues. Okay, but almost now everyone, even a rickshaw puller, knows what is COVID and what precautions you need to take and what kind of products you need to really use to maintain yourself away from this disease, and how to prevent the disease and all. So now in this entire scenario, you are come out with a lot of products, like for example, mask is there, sanitizer is there, or vaccine you are hearing about, or drugs you are hearing about. Okay, preventive measures or treatment measures, all those things. So these are all actually the problems associated with the society. Now, considering the serious problem, be it a medical side, be it agricultural side, or be it in general, okay, there are several problems associated with the society. There could be a traffic issue, there could be, okay, a population issue. There are so many problems, okay. So you need to come up, you need to first understand the problem, and if problem is persisting and it is going to aggravate in future, you take up such problems. Okay, it's not that just you start something and get into the business and you may just spend 2 to 3 years, come out of with any prototype. If that prototype is not going forward into translation mode, then your entire exercise is not going to benefit the society or yourself also. Like at the end of the day, you need to have a satisfaction of what you are working on. Okay, so my suggestion, since most of you are at budding stage, you are not gone to advanced level, my first suggestion would be do a little bit of research in whatever area you are working on. Maybe you are associated with fine arts, or you are associated with waste management. There are water issues are also surrounding us. For example, pollution. River Ganga pollution is the biggest problem that we are facing since years, but no proper solution has been made for that. And a lot of scope is there, and youngsters like you can come up with new ideas. And also, I would suggest that you all should team up. Okay, somebody is from maybe science background, somebody is from agricultural science background, and somebody is from fine arts background. Maybe you can actually come together, and like-minded people can come together and team up and generate a new idea. Okay, so that is where these ideas should be based on the serious problem that we are facing in our society. So if you can pick up these two things very correctly, okay, in the beginning, then obviously you are going to succeed in your endeavors. So that is my first suggestion to, I think, all of you. Either you can go individually and demonstrate your skills and turn that into startups. Okay, or maybe you can team up and then come out with a proposal, and that proposal can be floated onto the DIC platform or MIC platform. Like now, university has created a very good ecosystem here. That is what Dr. Manish was asking me to just elaborate on. The ecosystem that we have created here is at budding stage right now, because this entire policy has been initiated in 2019 somewhere, and in 2020 we adopted this startup policy. And before that, Manish was actually heading the DIC, Design Innovation Center, for which I think so many people have come up and showcased their ideas, turned into prototypes, and some of the prototypes have gone to advanced stage. Okay, so but now after that, we have got Atal Incubation Center put in place in BHU. That is the biggest actually platform right now we have, complementing with this entire DIC and MICs. So having a Atal Incubation Center, having a BioNest, I think Dr. Kamlesh was talking about BioRack and associated platforms where you can showcase your ideas. That is how even BioNest also came. That is another incubation center which is available in BHU. Like if you have any ideas associated with BioNest, you can always float, and then if you are selected through the proposal screening, then you will be given space and a little bit of monetary assistance so that you can initiate your incubation activities. Similarly, if you have any idea, you can approach either MICs or NASP or maybe AICs, and there is a screening procedure through which your proposal will be screened, and if you score say 60 out of 100, then you may be given an incubative status. I'm sure I missed Rajiv. Rajiv must have talked about those things. Okay, so if you have any potential idea and which is promising to be resulting into a prototype or maybe into a technology transfer, then definitely incubation center will take up that, and they will award you as an incubitee. Incubitee can be individual or it could be a group of people. Okay, so once you are achieved that status of incubitee, then your scope is now enhanced further. You can use that certificate as a prerequisite for the funds from the BioRack or maybe BioNest or maybe even Atal Incubation Center itself. It depends on your idea, how potential idea you are carrying forward. So as Kamlesh told that there is a range of say 50,000 to say 2 crores. That is a good amount to initiate your project. So the moment you are able to turn your idea into some sort of application, then obviously funding has no limitation. There are a lot of funds available right now. So all that is required is your potential idea. If you have a potential idea, let me tell you, there is a global innovation fund is there, which is actually organized at the global level. It's not say from within India. So far, what we are talking was within India funds. Like if your idea is so promising, and if that is going to solve the society problem, and if it is applicable, then definitely your idea will be supported by Global Innovation Fund, which is up to 10 crores you can get that fund. Okay, so all these platforms are available. Only thing is you should associate with MICs, DICs, and Atal Incubation Center to begin with. So once you understand the channeling and how you can proceed further, I'm sure definitely you're going to succeed in that. Okay. So as far as ecosystem is concerned, being a student, of course, you will be pursuing your graduation or post-graduation, or maybe you are in a PhD. Okay, you're pursuing PhD. But while doing that, you take up problems which are going to result into a prototype or technology. You should take up the problems. Even if you are in a PhD, you are enrolled in a PhD, you can try to actually pose or design a problem which is innovative in nature rather than a conventional basic science or a basic research, I would say, because you are heterogeneous now here. You may be in arts faculty. So since I am from science, I will be more giving you examples towards science. But it doesn't mean that only science can do innovation. Then arts people can do innovation. So my suggestion to all of you, those who are participating in this workshop, is to first understand the ecosystem. To understand the ecosystem, you need to first go through the startup policy that we have already floated, and that is available in the website. If not in BHU, maybe you can just Google it, NISP 2019. You will get the entire policy document open. You just go through that. Everything is clearly defined in that. What is ecosystem? Ecosystem is nothing but stakeholders like you, students, faculty members, Non-teaching staff also can do innovation. They are also part of ecosystem. And then once a university is initiated, this university can connect with the public domain. In public domain, there can be many organizations which are interested in the kind of idea that you are floating in. And then banking system will come into picture. Okay, if you suppose trying to address an agricultural problem, a sewage problem, or maybe any problem that is related with the cropping system, paddy system, or anything, even road transport system, there are funding agencies, even banking systems, which are readily available to support your idea. So the primary thing is, as I told in the beginning, generation of the idea is very important. Generation of the idea comes only when you have a background research about that problem. The problem should be serious and it should be persistent since so many years and causing a lot of academic issues to the country and even the general public. So try to find out such problems and try to look for solutions to such problems. If you can succeed in this beginning step, I'm sure you will definitely succeed in the entire exercise. I would say that this is the very critical step. I think most of you, I don't know how many of you are in PhD stage, or at least if you are in master stage, I would expect in masters itself we should do research. Okay, this is what is happening with advanced countries like US and Europe countries. Even in graduation, they do publish articles. Okay, but here I think only after coming to PhD we hear about research articles, research publications. Okay, I think we should bring in that system slowly in our education, so that even if you are at say class 10th itself, you should be capable enough to generate patents or intellectual properties, and you should be capable enough to publish your things. So once you initiated that stage, I think by the time you reach to graduation or PG or maybe PhD, definitely you will be more potential than what you are. Okay, so you can also discuss these things with your batchmates, those who have not participated in this this program, and you can also spread this message. There is an opportunity, and Government of India is promoting these innovative ideas very well, and there is no depth of funding for this. Funding is available to whatever extent you are imagining, but that extent of funding would purely depending on your ideation. Idea should be potential, should be translatable. All right. For example, if you go back to history of inventions or innovations, like the wheel was such an innovation which everybody knows. Okay, if you just Google and check about the wheel when it was discovered, but how like impactful it is in even in present scenario. Okay, without wheel, I think there is no life, I would say. So similarly, I think you have so many things coming up, software side and other side. And since this program is, I think, having limited time, I would actually stop here. Maybe I can be happy to answer your questions. If you have any questions, I can answer.
Thank you. Thank you very much, sir. Participants, if you have any questions, please ask. No problem. Thank you, everyone.
Any questions? Like, you should not have any inhibition in asking questions, because innovation should be achieved only when you start asking questions and start asking good questions. Okay, any trivial question, maybe that is very trivial, but you should come out of that shyness in asking questions.
Sir, but you still don't have any questions, hopefully.
Okay.
Thank you, everyone. Thank you, Professor Sri Krishna, sir. On behalf
Thank
of
you.
Ministry of Education, Innovation Cell, Institution Innovation Council, I'm thanking to all of you, especially our guest today, Chairman of this overall committee, Professor S. Sri Krishna from Institute of Science, Professor P.V. Rajiv from Institute of Management Sciences at BHU, and the coordinator at Atal Incubation Center, Dr. Kamlesh Manohar Palunkar from Institute of Medical Sciences, BHU. And thanking all of you for your participation and valuable inputs. And we will meet you again on the next session tomorrow, given to the details on WhatsApp group. Thank you, everyone.
Thank you very much. Have a good day.